Welcome to the Icaran sector and welcome to another Solohammer game. This is 900 points of Drukhari versus 900 points-ish of Tyranids. So yeah, another smaller side, Solohammer. We're here on this unknown industrial planet that's been ravaged and raided by, or is currently in the process of being ravaged and raided by the Tyranids of High Fleet Morph. And a small outcropping out here has sort of been separated from the main hive physically. And my Drukhari are here in their mercenary form. They've been asked to acquire some bugs. There's a certain branch of Chomera that most people tend to avoid, and they like to graft bits of Tyranid to them. Homunculi out there doing weird and wonderful things. So they need supplies. So my guys have come in to take them down, or bring them down, drag them back, and hopefully not get killed in the process. So playing open war as per normal, and today we're playing War of Attrition, which actually works quite well for this game theme. Drawn completely at random as well. So basically, each time a unit is destroyed, that amount of power level gets added to your opponent's tally. It says tally at the end, but I'll try and tally up as I'm going. Our deployment is this. Now, normally I'd roll off, but I've decided actually the Tyranids will go in the middle and the Drukhari will go either side as the sort of they've been encircled and entrapped. And then the twist was draw two twists. So we've got Invigorated, so add one to move and advance in charges, and we've got Hatred. We can reroll wound rolls of 1 if you're attacking the nearest enemy model or the nearest enemy unit, which should be interesting for both concerned. So right, we'll go look at the armies. And here we have just under 900 points of High Fleet Morph. They have hyper metabolic acceleration, so they can reroll advance rolls. And they have Shrewd Predators, so when a model with this adaptation makes a consolidation move, if there are no enemy models within 3 inches, we don't need to move closer to the nearest enemy model. Our warlord today is the Broodlord. He has Instinctive Killer Warlord trait. So at the beginning of the battle, choose an enemy unit. You can reroll failed hit rolls for the Warlord attacks against that unit, and anything with the same data sheet. So it'll probably be with the Witches. And he has... and his relic is the Resonance Barb, so you can manifest 2 powers in the Psychic phase, and you can attempt to deny 1 mob, that doesn't matter, and he gets +1 to his tests. His psychic power is Catalyst and Smite. Behind him, the Swarmlord is just the generic character Swarmlord, and he has Psychic Scream and the Horror. So yeah, we can try and debuff and do some damage. 2 units of 12 Gene Stealers. Nothing special there, all with Rending Claws. Although that doesn't actually matter. Ooh. And then there's a Morlock, and in the fast attack there's some Gargoyles. I think these guys might start in reserve, but we'll have to see. That being said, we will go and look at the Drukhari. And here is just under 900 points of Drukhari. These are Witches. We run Cult of the Cursed Blades. They all have +1 strength. So they're all strength 4 based, apart from the Incubi and the Lady Drazar. So we have Drazar, a Raider with Venom with Chain Snares, and the Incubi, they'll come together, paying a command point for Screaming Jets, so these will go into reserve. The Succubus is our Warlord. So she has Precision Blows, has a Warlord trait. So 6s to hit in the fight phase, do the damage of the weapon in mortal wounds, and the attack sequence ends. And her relic is the Triptych Whip. Which is a poison 2+, AP -3, flat 2 damage weapon which is very, very nice. There are 5 witches with Agonizer and Blast Pistol, which will go with her in this Venom, which doesn't have chain snares, and they've both got Splinter Cannons underneath. 10 witches, Agonizer, Blast Pistol, Razor Flails, and Hydra Gauntlets. And then these 8 witches here just have an Agonizer on the Hecatrix. And then the 5 Hellions, Hellions and the Heliarch has a Stun Claw and Splinter Pistol. And that is the Drukhari. So we'll go set up the board and come back. End of the deployment there. I rolled off, they need to run the roll off, so they put a unit down first. And the Gene Sealers and the Broodlord this side. Gene Sealers, Swarmlord and Morlock on this side. And the Gargoyles are in reserve. The Drukhari, the HQ and 5 witches are in the transport there. The 8 at the back there, ready to move forward. The 10 over here with their special weapons. And the Hellions over here ready to roll and move and see if we can do some damage, take some of these down. I have 5 more Hellions in a box ready to go because they work much better in bigger units, I would assume, because the 5 die pretty quickly. And then in reserve there is the transport with Drazar and his Incubi. So we'll roll off to see who gets first turn. So the Tyranids get a 2 and the Drukhari get a 1. The Tyranids, I think, will choose to react first, especially with +1 to advance and charge. End of the movement phase. These Gene Sealers got a 3 on their advance. So for 4, give them a massive 13-inch movement. Same for the Broodlord. Swarmlord just moved his 10 inches. Get some psychic powers off. These Gene Sealers managed to roll a 5 on the advance, so they got a 6. So they're right round there to put some charge on there. And they only need to charge up to the edge of the terrain there to get in. And we'll go into the psychic phase. The Broodlord can cast both his powers. So we've got Catalyst, which goes off on a 6 onto the Gene Sealers in front of him. That's a 6. He gets +1 to cast anyway, so that's a 7. And a Smite. That's an 8. D3 for 2. Alright, we're now, I think, are we sufficiently enough away from there? Or is it 2 inches, right? So we might still not be safe. And we'll put the Horror from the Swarmlord. That's a 5. How much does it take to cost the Horror? The Horror is a 6, so that doesn't go off. And then we'll Psychic Scream for a 5, which goes off. Psychic Scream goes off on a 5. D3 Mortal Wounds for 3. Alright, well, we will actually make them have to charge all the way across. And that is the end of the psychic and shooting phase, for there is no shooting yet. So we will charge here with +1 but -1. So that's a 8, that's a +1 -2, so just -1. So that's a 7. Yeah, they're still in there. And we will charge in here for a 9, and we will spend a command point on Overwatch. So that's hitting on 6s. So that's 2. Wounding on 4s, 2 wounds, saving on 5s. Nope. So we do take 2 Gene Sealers down in our bid for that. So paying a command point over here for lightning fast reflexes. So they'll be back to hitting on 3s because the Broodlord is still within range of his aura. So what we will do is what 4 that are in range, hitting on 3s. Well, I managed to block 2. Wounding on 3s. Oh. Oh, wow. That's not good. And that's AP -4, but doesn't matter because they've got a 4-up invul in close combat. So we just take down 1 more. What we'll do is we'll come over here and I'm going to roll off camera and then come back. So the wounds that came through in the end, we've got 2 6s, meaning they'll go straight through the armor, taking 2 wounds, but it's got a 4-up save, and these are saving on 5s because of AP -1. 2, 4, 6. I believe they've got 6 wounds. Yep. It does explode. Oh, it does explode. Causing 1 mortal wound. So we take down another Gene Stealer. And then, because of how the Gene Stealer's got a good charge in, I'm going to have to pay a command point for emergency disembarkation. And there are 6 models in, on 1s and 2s. Alright, we only lose, yeah, that was a 1. We only lose 1, which is quite nice. So that's a splinter pistol down. And they get to move out. Right, I'll go do that. Gene Stealers have just a little bit of sense not to consolidate there, because they will start mincing through them. But over this side, we have a number of attacks coming through. So we've got 4 attacks from the Agonizer, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. And a 7 up on a 5-up invul. No, ooh, good. We need to start cutting those down. The ordinary one. 1 hit. Strength 4. Oh, the Vulgar Grave Lotus as well, so that's strength 5. So that wounds. And a 5-up invul. We make that. Alright, the Razor Flails. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on Razor Flails, the strength user. And saving on the 5s. Nope, we take away another one. And then we have the Hydra Gauntlets, +1 attack. Hitting on 3s. They are strength +2. So still wounding on 3s. And then saving up on the 5-up invul. We only take 1 more down, but they now at least don't get their extra attacks. And that is the end of turn 1. Rather brutally for the Tyranids. So what we'll now do is go to turn 1 for the Drukhari. With lots of work to do, the Hellions jump forward here. We've stayed in combat here. We did actually roll a 5 for morale. I missed that bit. And then 1 ran away, and then I rolled a 2. So another 1 rolled away. So there are only 2 left, and they're still in combat. So they will fire their pistols in. And we move forward here to try and deal with this bunch. Hopefully do some damage. Right, we'll start off with pistols in combat. There is just a blast pistol, which hits, which wounds, which doesn't save on the invulnerable. The Hellions will fire at the Broodlord. So they've got 1, 2, splinter pods. Hitting on 3s. Moving on 4s. And Broodlord has a 4-up save. Yep. So he takes 3 wounds. And I completely forgot about all of their catalysts. There was 3 that left there. Oh. So one hops back up. And so he took 3 wounds, putting him down to 3 left. Ooh. Might charge both, actually. Right. Pistols over here. There's 3 normal pistols and a blast pistol in the what was 5-man squad. Only on 4s. Nothing. Blast pistol. Hits. Wounds. 5 up. No! Alright, we take one of them down. And then 8 pistols from the other squad. And then 4s. And then 5s. Oh, we do manage to take another 2 down. That is good. And then at the end of the phase, we go charging in. So he will, yeah, we'll do a double charge. Yep, that gets them in. So have to be careful not to tag the Swarm Lord. But we can take down his last couple of wounds. We're good to go. Although it's probably going to be as interrupting as the Gene Stealers. Tyranids have not spent any command points yet. So we'll charge in these girls here. Yep. The Warlord. Yep. And these girls here. That's a 5 with +1. Coming around here. Yep. They made it in. They were just under 6 inches away, so 5 was definitely in. The Swarm Lord decided to heroically intervene, and he's going to chop him up some Hellions in a second, which means the Hellions probably should go first. So deciding that the bigger targets are much more interesting, 1 has had to stay with the Gene Stealers, 2 will go into the Broodlord, and the Stunclaw, and 1 will go into the Swarm Lord, because if we can take them down, we're laughing. Right, the 1 into the Gene Stealers. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s with all their Grave Lotus and goodness. Let me double check that. Yeah, it's going to strength 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, still wounding on 3s. 5 ups. And a catalyst. Oh, well that's not good. The 2 normal ones into the Broodlord. We all hit. 4 wounds, saving up on the 5 up invul. 2, 4, 6 damage. Oh. Oh, he's down. And then onto the Swarm Lord. The regular one hits. Swarm Lord is toughness 7. So wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 3 up invul. That passes through it, and the Stunclaw. 1 hit. The Stunclaw has special rules. Oh, it should be wounding on 5s actually, shouldn't it? So, wound roll of a 6 will do 1 additional. Nope! Paying 2 CP for Death Frenzy. We will go into the Hellions. Hitting on 2s. Strength 5, toughness 4, so wounding on 3s, but re-rolling fail ones. They all go through. Saving on 6 up invuls. 1. And how much damage do they do a piece? D3. The Hellions have 2 wounds apiece? Yes. Alright. So 1's dead. 2 are dead. 3 are dead. 1. That's 1 wound left. pull out that one. You're done. Oh, you're taking them with you, aren't you? Cool. That is impressive. Yeah, I'm going to pay 2 command points to interrupt over here. Coming around over here, there's 2 into the 4-man, 1 into the warlord, and 3 into the unit of 8. Alright, into the warlord. 1 hit. 1 wound, 4 of invul. Nope. So she takes a wound. How many wounds does she have? 5 wounds, putting her down to 4. The 2 into the 4-man. Wounding on 3s. Saving on the 4 of invul. So 1 more. There goes. And then into the squad of 8. Oh, that's not so good. Wounding on 3s. Saving on 4s. So 2 of those go. Alright, so we will count up some dice and come back in a second. The warlord will go first. She has 6 attacks base, +1 for adrenalite, +3 for the relic whip. Hitting on 2s. And that was a 3. So 1 failed, and that one kills 1 as a mortal wound. These will then wound on 2-ups. 2, 4, 6, 7. Saving on the 5-ups. Ah, only 3. Well, there's still 2 left. So these witches will pile in. And there is 1 agonizer. Agonizer hits on 3s. Wounds on 4s, but re-rolling 1. Oh, never mind. And then a bucket load of attacks from the 5 remaining witches. Coming in there. Hitting on 3s. That is abysmal. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And saving on 5s. Ooh. Yeah, that's more than enough to kill the remaining 2 there. And no morale tests needed around there. Actually, yeah. The Gene Stealers there netted the witches a massive 12 points in power level. However, the Swarm Lord... No, the Gene Stealers will attack next because they can finish off those 2 witches. Let's see, there's still 4. 1, 2. But they are no longer hitting on 2s. We'll pay command. Is it worth it at this stage? No. No, so hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s. Saving on 4s. 2 go through, but we do reflect a mortal wound back for a saving on a 6. So we'll take 1 down, and we'll take out those 2 witches. That was the 10-man strong. So how many points does that net the Tyranids? So that's 6 power level, putting them 10 to 12, though the Swarm Lord will now speak. So he gets 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on probably 2s, I would imagine, right? Strength 8. Oh, yes. They all go through. No sixes. Saving on 6-up involves. So we do reflect 2 mortal wounds back on him, but they are very much dead. That's another 4 power level netted for the Tyranids, and he's got a massive 12 wounds, so he's down to down to 10. Although we're a bit out of position now, and all the little fleshy goodness bits are over here, so we'll have to see how that goes. So now we will go on to turn 2 for the Tyranids. End of movement phase, turn 2. The Gene Stealer's got a good advance. He got an advance, but couldn't get over the barrier. Moloch round. He's going to do some charging. And the Gargoyles dropped in to drop some shots down here. So first we'll do the Psychic phase. We'll do the Horror on the big blob of 8. 9, that should go off, so then -1 when hit to hit. And turn 2 we are advance and charge. Turn 3 we get the additional hit, so they're hitting on 4s. And we will do a smite on them as well. D3 for 2. So that's good. And we'll go into the shooting phase. Actual shooting phase. Flesh borers 12 inches. So 7 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Oh, never mind, that was fun. And the Morlock will charge in the 2 different squads. Oh yeah, he's definitely in. And she will heroically intervene in the middle. And right, I'll go look at some dice and come back. Right, so it has 1 attack with its jaw, which I'll put onto the HQ. The tail it will put onto the 3, and the 6, and then +1 for having multiple claws onto the 4 remaining there. So he hits on 4s. He hits with that, and he'll wound on strand 6, so wound on a 3. Oh, wound on a 2. And she'll save that. I'm on a 4-up invul. She saves, that's good because it was D6. The tail onto the, oh, it doesn't hit. And then the attacks. And I can re-roll, it rolls of 1. Yes. So 2 go through. Wounding on 2s. And saving up on the 4-up invul. No! Oh! He takes 1 of them down at least. Alright. To come back for attacks back then. So coming back here, the Warlord gets her 10 attacks in first. Hitting on 2s, looking for those 6s. Just 1 6. So that does 2 damage to him. And then these will, because it's a monstrous creature. No, she will still wound it on 2s because it's vehicles and Titanic units only. And safety -3 is a 3-up save, so saving on 6s. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 2 from before, 10. He's got 12 wounds, he's got 2 left. Ooh. He's got 2 wounds left. Alright, we will go into the first Agonizer, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, re-rolling 1s, saving on 6s, nothing, so does he go mad? He does! As a 6! Oh, he does. Death throws, D3 mortal wounds on the unit of 3. So that's 3, that actually wipes them out. On the Warlord, she's got 1 wound left. 2. So there is 2 there. Alright, so I need to add up some head of the Tyranids turn 2. There's just 2 models on the table for the witches. There are more to come. But they're on 18 points to 17 for the Tyranids, because that unit of 5 was only worth 3 points, whereas the big fella was worth 6. So we will go on to turn 2 for the poor witches. End of turn 2 for the Drukhari. The 2 girls advanced up just so there could be completely unfavourable charges there, and hopefully take down those things. Drazar and his incubi dropped in and then paid a command point for murderous descent, so they all hopped out. Sadly, there's a little bit of a buffing thing, so so it's actually only a 7-inch charge to get to there for Drazar to get in combat with him over the barrier. Maybe we'll try and get them in as well, charge that out of the way. But that is that. So we'll go on to the shooting phase. So we'll put a pistol over there, which doesn't hit. And then we will put the 6 shots into there. Wounding on 4s. Oh, they all wound. What's his base save? Is it a 4 up not in combat? Yeah, it's a 3 up. So he does have a 4 up in ball. 2, 4. Oh, you failed the ball. 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. They think on 2 wounds left. That is, wow. Unexpected. So we'll then go straight on to the charging. So Drazar will charge in, needing 5, 6. He does not get in. Right, these are auto in here. Let's see if he can make the 9-inch charge over there as well. No, okay, he gets in. So the incubi will try and charge. So that is a 10. Oh, just. So they will get to there. So the incubi have to do it by themselves. So this is why Paul usually charges with a unit. I think I'm getting that one now. So we'll start over here. So we will tuck in. So that's the Clivex. So there's 4 that can get in, including the Clivex. And first of all, they have a Tormentor's roll. So if they can beat his leadership of 10, which they can't, never mind. And then they hit on 2s. And then they will wound on 5 because they're strength 5 and he's toughness 6. And they will save on 3s. And he failed. He's a dead Swarm Lord. But he doesn't go crazy. Alright. So the Swarm Lord was a massive 14 points. 24. Putting them on to 32 to 17. The end of turn 2. So we will go over here. It's not worth paying to interrupt. No. Alright, 10 attacks from the Warlord. Hitting on 2s. Oh, no 6s. Wounding on 2s. And do they get any kind of save at all? Well, you get 6 up save. 2, 4, 6 go through. Then the other lady 2, 8, and then the raider or the venom, sorry. Will wound on 3s. And are they AP -1? They are AP -1. So we don't take out the 10 gargoyles, giving us probably another further 4 power level. 3. Putting us 35 points. 35 points to 17 in 1 round of combat. We'll go on to turn 3 for the last remaining Gene Stealers, who now have 0 synapse. Just suddenly realised I have completely forgot this rule all the way through. However, I don't think it's probably made a bit of a difference. However, they've all of them have had this bit. So I remembered some of it. Nothing particularly happened. They just advanced through and will charge at the Lady Drazar. So that's a 10. So that'll get them wrapped around. In an attempt to claw back as many points as we can, we have surrounded Drazar, and all of them are in range. So there's 9 models with 3 attacks each. I'll play a command point for lightning fast reactions. So they will be hitting on 4s. Hitting on 4s. Ooh, that made a difference. Is toughness 4. Ooh. 2 up save. And a 4 up invulnerable. Okay, so these will be wounding on 4s. So these will save on 3s. So he takes 2 wounds, and these will save on 4s. So he takes 2 wounds, putting him down to 4. And he gets to attack back. Okay. We'll go dual blades, so he gets 10 attacks. Hitting on 2s. And he gets add 1 to the wound rolls. So he would be wounding on 3s. He's not going to be wounding on 2s. And saving on 5 ups. 2, 4, 5 of them go. 5. And they take a morale for Gene Stealer's leadership is 9. Oh, they're okay. They're actually okay. Right, we will go on to turn 3 for the Drukhari. So the Drukhari have circled in. We're not fall out of combat, so there is no shooting phase. So she will charge in. Oh yes. She will charge in. For that's probably not in. They will charge in. Okay, they're in there. And so we have to beat the leadership of 9. Nope. Nope, so that. If they survive, they're going to interrupt. Okay, the Warlord will do her 10 attacks. Hitting on 2s. We kill 3 of them straight off the bat. So there is only 1 left. Wounding on 2s. Saving on 5s. No. So we completely table the Tyranids, giving it a total of 54 power level to 17. I was actually worried for a bit there that the Tyranids really, when it was just down to 2 models before this came on the table, I thought we were in serious trouble. But Drazar and the Incubi did a number, and then that thing putting wounds on the Swarm Lord as well. Forgetting that one though, I even forgot it later, but never mind. We got invigorated, which helped everybody. So the Drukhari, this mercenary witch force, can happily report back to Cormora with many, many limbs and brains and cells and attachments and detached parts, although it was a pretty heavy cost for them. There is only 2 models that started on the table, left on the board. I enjoyed that. That was another very bloody match with lots of things falling, decent psychic phases. But yeah, then just the numbers just kept adding up. But anyway, as always, thank you for indulging me in my Solohammer. This has been Andrew. This is the Icaran sector. Please do like, comment, and give that subscribe button a push. We're almost at 150 subscribers, and I would love to see that number. So, you know, if you are interested, do want to see more, please do. We have a few more Solohammers that I'll probably play. We're currently on the winter break, so I'm spending time just playing because it's fun. And then we've got some with Ryan coming up, and then we'll get back in with Christian in January, and we'll be playing bigger games again. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.